Just like intercourse.
Hello. How are you?
I don't know why I'm talking like this. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Bear, thank you for that host. And Fred, thank you so much for being a patron of the hype. I'm on the wrong scene. I am on the wrong presentation. Hang on, guys. I was like, where's my face? The answer is, it'll be there in a minute. Derp, 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 derp. Yeah, I was still on my Twitch Sings presentation. I'm cosplaying Faceless Void from Dota. Not to worry. How are you guys doing? How was your weekend? 'Tis Sunday! I need to remind myself what day it is. I was texting my boss last night about going in on Monday, and she was telling me this, that, and the other thing. And I was thinking I had to go in today. Foot seems to be getting better. Good. Good. And thank you so much for being a patron of the hype for 34 months! I hope you enjoyed your parade, and here is your royal salute! Which I know you were waiting for. Got some chores to do that I don't feel like doing. Yeah, that's me all weekend. Still getting used to daylight. Happened today. Okay, good. Hey, Tom Brockenham. Still under lockdown. Yeah. I mean, even if it's not decreed to be on lockdown, everyone should try and stay home as much as they can. Hello, T. How is everybody? What are you guys getting up to? Let's see, what did I do this weekend other than party way too hard on Friday doing Twitch Sings? Oh, God. I was gonna upload the VODs and I And I skipped through just to make sure. I didn't realize I was live for that long. I didn't realize I streamed for so long on Friday. I think there's a certain point in the night where I started forgetting what was happening. Next time I will contain myself. I promise. Glad by the foot. Ew! It's just like... Oh, I'm imagining fruit by the foot, but with jizz instead. I don't like that at all. Oh no. So let's see, yesterday we were hanging out in Discord. We were just chatting with each other. We were going to watch a movie or play a game, but by the time I was around, I think no one was really interested in watching 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. But we'll watch it eventually, or we'll do more. We'll play Terraria or Left 4 Dead or something. So, let's see, Friday or So Friday, I went into work and I got to spend like 4 hours just hanging out with my boss after I was done working. Came home, made dinner, and did some Twitch sings and had wine. And Saturday, I got to hang out with a bunch of the day nights. We were just like chilling in a voice chat, hanging out with each other. And that was really, really nice. I haven't gotten to hang out with them in a very long time. I was interested. When I say no, and I mean like I know we had more people who were interested when I spoke about it on stream. So going into Discord and only having one person be interested, I'd rather wait so that more people can enjoy the thing that we were all excited about doing. Friday was fun, but it does not need to be immortalized on the internet. Hey Norm, how are you? Warzone is pretty fun, and no one ever logs on to play with Chris and I for a third. What's Warzone? Is that... It's free? Is it a game? Oh! Modern Warfare. What? But the Battle Royale. Well, I do like Battle Royales. Just ping me. Just ping me. So let's see, other than that, on Saturday I got to hang out with the day nights. We were chatting in the Discord for our community. I tried to work on setting up some stuff for stream, and I just didn't like the way that everything was sort of coming together. I'd have to have yet another program running 24/7, or just like change my inputs for this and that, and I was like, you know what? I don't need this extra shit. But I spent a long time trying to figure that out. I also watched the 2 episodes of the current season of Westworld that's airing, so I'm all caught up on Westworld. And I watched a couple episodes of Better Call Saul, the newest season. I'm still up 4 episodes behind on that. Finished British baking show Beginnings. Hey, Wraith Dagger. Timestamp someone typed a bunch at 12:09. Last message was 12:10, which made it look off-center, and it's bugging me? You mean in chat? Because for me it says all of your stuff is 10, not 9. What do you mean in Discord? I'm confused. I'm too tired. So I've been taking magnesium, and I've only taken it 2 days, and I think I actually slept better last night. But that always makes me feel sleepier, because it's like my body remembers, oh yeah, sleep, we liked this thing, and then makes me extra tired. Hey MTV, how are you doing? Physically the Colonel. You can only chat on the 10s now. Yeah, Fred, you gotta stop talking for 10 minutes. Come back in 10 minutes. What's sleep? Yazarul, no! You're YouTube. Yeah, I'm not noticing these minuscule changes. And it's a good thing, too, because you know that's the sort of thing that would bother me. So, Other exciting news, I got another box from Stream Gifts yesterday. I have no idea what's in it, but it's big. And I've been staring at it for all day yesterday. And this morning, and I'm like, what is it? What is in it? So we're gonna figure that out. If you don't know what Stream Gifts is a service that allows people to send Stream Gifts partners like me, gifts without compromising my information or your information. Everyone's stuff is kept secret, kept safe, just like Gandalf wants. And who doesn't want to please Gandalf? I know I sure do. Oh, and also, I've been getting a lot of things anonymously, which is totally fine if you want to remain anonymous, but I do want to let you guys know that if you want to send stuff anonymously, you can still add a gift message, like without putting your name on it, and pop up an alert on stream without having it say your name either. Just in case that's a thing that you wanted to do. Because I have no idea who your spooky ghost friends are, but I'm very grateful. But I also want you to have the fun things, if you want them. Gandalf the Grey or Gandalf the White? Yes. Gandalf PSA, don't fly, you fools. Oh no. Okay, so we're gonna open this up. I cut open the box and I dug out the gift receipt, which says your gifter chose to remain anonymous, so thank you, spooky ghost friend. I don't know what is in here. All I know is that the box is large and I don't have big things on my list. Like, the things I have are pretty small. I already got a very large bowl. So, okay, it's something square. Someone is a crazy person and got me a HOTAS! Oh my god, someone's a crazy person and got me a HOTAS! Oh my god! Oh my god! Thank you so much! I was entirely not expecting this! I'm sweating. I'm starting to sweat. I'm warm. I'm freaking out just a little bit. Oh my god, I'm so excited! I'm hugging. I don't know what to do with myself, so I'm just hugging it. I'm holding it. Thank you so much, whoever this was who sent this to me. That is incredibly generous. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm gonna set this up right after stream, and we're gonna fly with a HOTAS tomorrow! I'm so excited. Thank you. Oh, thank you so very much. That is incredibly kind. Oh my gosh, I don't want to put it down. I don't want to put it down, but I will. Ah! Oh, that's so exciting. Okay. Calm down. I don't know if I can calm down. I overheat. Yeah, whenever my emotions run high, if I'm excited, I get really warm, and when I get mad, I get really warm. Just expect sweat. Oh, it's true. I'm always sweaty, even when I'm cold. I'm just really sweaty. What game do you play? Hey, Ignat, how have you been? I play Elite Dangerous. We play Elite every Monday and Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific. Sometimes 2 p.m., depending on when I get out of work, but I haven't been working a whole lot recently, so I can safely say 1:30. Remember a lot of sweat when you were running away from the worm? Yes. Oh my god, I got so sweaty and mad. I was so angry and just like, okay, stop looking at it. Yes, I play on PC. I've been doing mouse and keyboard, always flight assist off. Here is actually... We don't believe in flight assist in this community. Simon requested that that's how how we do it, and that is that YouTube video is a highlight of me trying to learn flight assist off, and my first couple of landings and takeoffs from stations, cut down to the best parts. It was a struggle. It was a struggle. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I can't believe someone got me a freaking HOTAS. Thank you so much. I can't believe that anyone gets me anything, honestly. But just like even the small stuff, like when I used the very large bowl for the first time, I was like giggling when I was getting my dinner ready. I was like, oh my god, I got a giant bowl. You know, I'm super excited about all of the things, regardless of the price of the ticket. I'm just very grateful that you guys are that you spoil me, and also I'm grateful that you're just here hanging out. That's always the most important part, of course. Is there a giant spoon? No. It pays to be cute. I bought you stuff too for the same reason. I bought you stuff too, though. I got you awesome presents. Not because you're awesome, just the cuteness. Yeah, I like getting people presents. I just can't afford to so much these days. Someday I'll make it big, whether in floral design or on Twitch, and I'll be able to pay it back somehow. And for those of you who are curious, you can do exclamation point gifts. Obviously no obligation to get anything, but if you're just curious about the interface or just seeing what stuff I've put on there, I put custom, descriptions and things, and you fear you'll need a new chair soon. What'd you do to the old one? What, did you poop in it? What? Did you let a ferret loose on the inside? Anyway, so today we're going to be playing Astrologaster, which me and Fred saw at PAX East 2 years ago, and it is based on a real dude. I'm just going to go to their store page. I'm going to go to their store page so I don't fuck this up. Where is it? Oh, right, it's, I don't have it on Steam. I'm probably going to keep it on my wish list so I can have it forever. They just added it to Game Pass. So, Astrologaster is a comedy game set in Shakespeare's London. So, ding ding ding, Shakespeare. I'll show you guys my background. You think I like Shakespeare maybe a little bit? This was in London, some graffiti that I saw. I took a picture of it. So ding ding ding, Shakespeare. Play as Dr. Simon Foreman and treat his patients using astrology. It's a story-driven adventure based on a truly ridiculous story. So, Dr. Simon Foreman was a real person. An unlicensed medical professional and astrologer. But yeah, I think they said that he was an actual real person. So they made a game based on it, and it sounds truly, truly amazing. Ran out of TP, used my chair. No! A chair? I think I've sung this for you guys before, but I used to have a cat named Kitty Bongo, and he would butt scoot on the carpet sometimes, and we're obviously like, no, Kitty, no, don't do that. And one day I caught him doing it, and I shooed him away, and then I made up this song to the tune of Memory by from Cats, and it goes, bum wipe leaves a stain on the carpet, looks like Kitty has marked it. Now the carpet is brown. And my daddy, he sees it and he gives it a frown. Bum wipe kitty, go back to Liddy. And yes, I sang this song for my boss on Friday because A, she loves musicals, but B, she was telling me that Fred the puppy is butt scooting all over everything, and that she'll like take him out for a 20-minute walk and then bring him inside and he just runs into the living room to go poop. So he's being a little naughty. Instructions unclear, dick stuck in chair. Kitty was Liddy. So in my family, Liddies, like an individual piece of litter is a Liddy. So you can have multiple little pieces, and those are Liddies. So that's why I go back to Liddy as in, cat litter. Anyway, so I'm going to start the game now. I'm very excited. Yeah, the first time I heard Liddy, I was like, what? I actually was watching Daniel the Demon, and he was saying, we're going to get Liddy Titty, and I was like, let me just tell you, you're talking about cat litter, booby cat litter or something, and I'm confused. A light is 8 lits? What are you even on about? Is this real, or are you making something up? Because I can't tell. I can't tell. All right, so the game, headphones warning. I have not booted the game up before. I installed it immediately. I saw that it existed, installed it immediately, and I was like, okay, I know what I'm going to play on Sunday. So the game on How Long to Beat says it's about 8.5 hours, so I'm assuming probably about 9 hours for us. So we won't be able to finish it today, but we will get a good chunk through. Impressive headset. Oh, thanks. It's a Sennheiser. I bought these as a birthday present for myself like 4 years ago. And it was a really, really good investment because my old headphones just killed my head, especially when I was wearing glasses. And these are super comfy. And they've lasted a very long time. They don't make the 598s anymore, but if you hover over the screen, there's like the Amazon Blacksmith thing that should pop up. Because if you're curious, or if anyone is curious, I put the 599s on there, because I actually get asked about the headphones a lot. So since these are discontinued, the 599s are the closest. So how is the sound? Can you guys hear it? Sennheiser. Yes, Norm has the correct spelling. But like I said, if you want to hover over it, you can see more about them. Sounds fine. You guys hear the music? Bodleian Library. Oxford, present day. I am incredibly excited. Let me check the other settings. Sound and subtitles. Oh, they have things set reasonably. Hey. Good job. I appreciate that. I super, super very much appreciate that. Normally we boot up a game and it's like, I am loud, here is the menu, ah! Anyway, let's start. Oh, I'm so hyped. What a great day. Have all of you lovely people, a brand new game that I've been super excited about for about a year. I got a HOTAS! And I had a good morning with some tea and some Dota. Well, now it's loud.
Long ago in England,
I'll turn it down.
1592, there begins our tale, and all of it is true.
Asterisk.
All of London bubonic plague spread, covering folk in weeping sores and leaving thousands dead.
Yay! I love it so much already! Yes! Okay, this game is amazing. 10 out of 10. I don't need to play any more of it. It's perfect. It's perfect. Hang on. Letters of recommendation. Oh. All right, so we're gonna turn it down just a wee bit, but I kind of don't mind it being super loud. I love this so much. Got the Arctis 7s have a good cabled analog headset, but it's always giving feedback. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to turn this down too much. I kind of want it to be exuberant. I'm not gonna say shit. Yeah, someone gifted me a HOTAS. It was on my stream gifts page, and someone sent it to me, and I just opened it up this morning. And it was from Anonymous, so got no idea. Man, I am so excited. I love the little asterisk. Drag lift. It's like a pop-up book. Oh hell yeah. I forgot about this. They probably, so like I said, I saw the game at PAX East, but I don't play the games. I like take a little look, and if I hear things that make me want to play the game, I take a card and then I just go home and add it to my Steam wish list. And then, I forget what the details were usually. So I totally forgot that it's like a pop-up book. It's amazing.
From towns and cities, doctors they did flee, leaving their patients to die in misery.
But one brave doctor stayed when all the cowards fled. Might not have been because he was too sick to leave his bed.
This is so good. Yes, like I said, we just opened it this morning. Of course I opened it on stream. I open all of my stream gifts on stream. Because that's something that I love about giving people presents, is I like to watch them open it and enjoy the thing that I did. So, I would not want to deprive anybody of seeing me open a present, because that's the fun part. It's like watching them know that, like, hey, I thought about you, and here's a thing. All right, I'm so excited. Is this us? Oh.
Alas, 'tis my final hour. I will surely die. I am too far gone to recover, and for the plague there is no cure. Unless a cure might be found in the stars.
Okay, this is amazing. So, it looks like we need to turn the voices down a wee bit more. I'll do this, and then let me know if I need to adjust it any more than that. But I'm going to assume that the volume settings are okay, but let me know if the voices are too loud or if the music is too loud. Because I can turn it up for me and have it be as loud as I want. Choose one zodiac to diagnose the condition. Well, I would choose Sagittarius anyway, because I am a Sagittarius. Ruler of the liver. Didn't they believe in Shakespeare's time that the liver... was it the liver that was like where anger came from or something? I can't remember exactly. That moment when you discover the molecular structure of soap in the constellations? Wait, what? You're also both of you? Yeah, I'm November 24th. I'm the 24th. T, you're in December, aren't you? Yeah, December 18th. Good job, brain, I remembered. I didn't remember what day, but I did remember December. December 8th. Oh, you're both December. Yeah, I'm a November Sagittarius. Jupiter domicile in Sagittarius. This indicates a severe imbalance of the blood humor. Okay. Should foreman use this reading? I have the plague, characterized by loss of appetite, immoderate thirst, and pus-filled swellings behind the ears, in the armpits, and in the groin. Oh, that sounds so uncomfortable. Like, the worst place to have pus-filled swellings. I'd rather have a pus-filled swelling on, like, my arm. Because it's not... Like, you can't sit or have your arms down or listen to things. Gallbladder? Maybe more than liver? I don't remember. February 2nd, Groundhog Day, Aquarius. Got 2 Februaries. Fred is also February. These are symptoms of a fever provoked by excess sanguinity in the liver. Pus swelling on the right testicle causing inflammation. Oh, God. I don't want that either. Leave my testicles alone. So we can say, yeah, use this or don't use this. Let's do it. You chose Sagittarius. Let's cure our pus-filled nonsense. And we're thirsty.
According to the stars, the way to cure the plague is to treat the fever it provokes. Oh, can it be true? Might a disease so monstrous as the plague be cured by treating it as if it were an exceeding bad fever? Then I must use powerful herbs to bring the fever to crisis and break it. Let me see now. Angelica and dandelion for heat, borage to provoke sweating, infuse them in wine, strain and distill the mixture to produce a most powerful strong water.
Did we just accidentally...
Huzzah! I am cured! I shall now go forth with my miraculous strong water to cure all London of the plague.
Hey, Sir Ricard, how you doing? Water sounds real strong. Do I need to turn the sound effects down? Was the glugging too intense? Glug, glug, motherfucker! Just of London. Well, this is set in Shakespeare's time. So, this is back with the bubonic plague. This is olden times. You're making a joke? Well, I don't know. I can't tell. Case summary. Querent. Simon Foreman. Scene 13th October, 1592. At 1600. How might I be cured of the plague? I judged my plague symptoms as being provoked by a fever. I invented a new kind of strong water to cure it. All right, cool. It worked for us. That's all the scientific data that we need. So, letter of recommendation. We have 0 out of 100. This querent will return for another consultation. I shall cure Londoners of the plague. So wondrous will be my work that plays and songs will be writ in my honor. Cool. I love all this scrolly, viney stuff. I think strong as in high alcohol content. Well, it was mixed with wine.
Foreman made a plague cure and used it on himself, then left his house to restore Londoners to health.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Simon Foreman, he cured us of the plague, 'tis true.
Some details are a little vague, but we know he used astrology and doses of strong water. So what if he be not a proper licensed doctor?
I am in love with this game. I am so in love with this game. This is amazing.
Here comes a lady queer and a little warily. Her name is Mavis Allen. What can her trouble be?
I don't know, but I like her dress.
God give you good day, madam. How may I...
You Mr. Foreman? Mr. Simon Foreman, the doctor?
Aye, madam, I am indeed Dr. Simon Foreman. I bid you welcome to my consulting chambers. Mistress...
Alan, Mistress Avis Allen of Lambeth.
Pray tell me your age, if you please, madam.
I am 33 years of age.
And how might I do you service this day, Mistress Allen? Pray describe your troubles to me.
Well, the pain started full late last eve upon retiring to bed. Not that I am in the habit of retiring so late, but my husband did desire a special supper of cold meats to celebrate and give thanks in any case, it started in the night and it continued until dawning. That being the pain in my head and the chundering.
A moment whilst I make note of this. Headache and involuntary purging. Is that all?
Aye, that is all. And thinking on it, my complaint to seem most trifling, and you are doubtless busy with important cases. Oh, like the plague! Yea, verily, mayhap I should not have come after all. Good day, Dr. Foreman. I beseech you pardon me, for I have wasted your time.
Prithee, do not go, for I assure you, madam, your case verily is important to me. And 'tis important to you, is it not, Mistress Allen? Else you would not have come this day.
Well, aye.
Let us consult the stars now then, shall we? What is the cause of Mistress Allen's suffering?
This is amazing. I love this so much. Pregante. I doubt that it would have occurred at night, because usually it's during the day, but I thought that too. It might be. So we have Crib, so Crab is Cancer, and Scorpion is Scorpio. But you know, we kind of feel a way in this channel about Scorpions. Let's see. Saturn in detriment in retrograde. This suggests a mild imbalance of black bile in the body. And then what's this one? Wait, hang on. Does it say with okay. Mistress Allen is suffering from evil digestion. Because they did have cold meats, as Bear pointed out. Celebration for the who the fuck knows what, though. Cancer, ruler of the stomach. Mistress Allen's troubles have been provoked by anxious passions associated with her being with child. Scorpio, ruler of the reproductive system. This indicates... Oh, Mercury. This indicates a disturbance of the mind. Hey, Tycoon, how are you doing? What do you guys think? Do you think she's pregnant? Or do you think she ate some bad meat? Do you think it's food poisoning? Or do you think she wants to know how Babby is formed? But she's 33. And in these times, like, that's kind of late to be having a kid. Meat related in both cases, oh hush. You think it's meat? I'm leaning towards the meat. Because again, she said that it was from night until morning. And besides, you know what? Cancer. Saturn in detriment and retrograde. Mild imbalance of black bile in the body. Let's go with meat. Meat for 200. I have no idea if that's correct. Like, I want to ask her a million more questions.
And Mistress Allen, it appears you are suffering from evil digestion. 'Twas doubtless engendered by corrupt meats. Mayhap the cold meats you took for supper.
Verily?
Why, yes. My chart shows that Saturn is in Cancer at this moment. Cancer rules the stomach, and Saturn is the ruler of black bile. 'Tis a mild imbalance of black bile that is the cause of your suffering. And now you have purged it, you have merely to keep to your bed for a day and to rest.
The bile? Do you think... might it have done ill to my unborn child?
Ah, then I take it you believe you are with child. Mayhap 'twas the reason for your celebration last even? Pray tell, how long has it been since your monthly courses?
Aye, sir, I do believe it. For it has been 14 weeks since my courses, and yesterday I did even feel the child quicken. In truth, 'tis the reason I am come, not on my own account, and not even then, if my situation were ordinary. I have been with child before, you see, but 'tis never...
Aww.
Mr. Allen and I do pray this one will be born alive.
Aw, poor babe.
Dr. Foreman, prithee speak true. Have I killed our child? Have I killed this child as well?
Oh no!
Madam, speak not so of yourself. You are the child's mother. 'Tis you who gives life to the babe growing inside you. And verily, if mere chundering were to cause grave harm when a woman is with child, why, then full half my feminine querence would be barren.
I'm sorry. 'Tis just that I am...
Dear lady, would God have spared you from the plague if 'twas not his plan for you to have this child?
I own 'tis. Yes, doubtless God does have plans for me. How very kind
Oh,
you
she
are,
likes
Mr.
it.
Dr. Foreman. I thank ye, and fare you well, sir.
Fare you well, Mistress Allen.
Yeah, you totally did call it. I didn't like hearing about the quickening though. That was grody. That was gross. Oh, I'm doing good. We're having a fantastic day. I'm in love with this game. So he's not a real doctor, nor is he very good at investigation. Also, we must be proper, and if the querent does not wish to speak of such sensitive topics, we must not press them. So yeah, he's not gonna be asking lots of questions, whereas I would ask a lot of questions. I'm like, you know, did you bang? Or like what? Querent, Avis Allen, seen 28th of November, 1592 at 1300. The querent did present with symptoms of headache and involuntary upward purging. I judged the querent as suffering from evil digestion. Methinks the querent was pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. Ooh! This querent will return for another consultation. What a kind man Dr. Foreman is, and so patient with me. Alright, like, I feel so bad, like, she was clearly... Like, there was more going on here, and I was like, oh, honey, do you need a hug? I'm so sorry. Being a doctor at this time was mostly about guessing. Oh, we're not a real doctor. We do not have a medical license. As the beginning of the game said, Dr. Simon Foreman, he was an astrologist. And he, this is all based on a real person. But no, we are not a real doctor. She bangs! Oh, baby, when she moves. Yes, T.
Almighty God, to thy servant servest kindness thou hast not blessed with sense and wisdom.
Okay, so he's dumb. We got a doofus, chat.
Good day, sir. You are Simon Foreman, the physician, are you not? These are your rooms.
Indeed, I am he, and well met, sir. Be it Thomas Blagg I have the honour of welcoming to my humble consulting chambers, the Dean of Rochester Cathedral?
Indeed, 'tis I, Thomas Blagg. Though it is not upon church business that I come to you this day. 'Tis upon a matter of my own that I require counsel. I have lately been offered some very lucrative investment opportunities. And, well, it is said that God speaks to us through the stars, does he not?
Indeed he does. 'Tis well known that astrology is but a conduit for the word of God, as interpreted using scientifical means. And now, these investments of which you speak, pray tell of them, if you please.
2 merchant ships will shortly set sail on very lucrative trading expeditions. I do not possess the coin to invest in both. Hence, I must choose between them. And I must choose very wisely indeed.
So now we're giving financial
For sea
advice?
voyages are most perilous. And if my ship were to founder or be captured by pirates, I would lose my entire investment.
Aye, forsooth, 'twould be most lamentable, to say nothing of the poor souls who might lose their lives.
Who are, naturally, the greater of my concerns.
Oh yes, I can tell.
Aye, naturally. And whither might these ships be bound?
The first is bound for the Spice Islands of the East. 'Tis a voyage to be undertaken by a ship named the Conquering Cherub. The other is the Pride of Yarmouth. She is to bring back sugar from the Americas. Have you now the information you require? Then perchance you may divine for me upon which of these two ships our Lord God has bestowed his divine blessing.
Aye, Dean Blagg, we may now consult the stars. Should Thomas Blagg invest in the voyage of the Conquering Cherub, or that of the Pride of Yarmouth?
I don't know. This is fascinating. Blog is the word for joke in French. Ah, I see. What's this? The ship's name should evoke a child who is victorious in battle. Mars domicile in Scorpio. This represents victory. House of children. Okay. Or go with B. Aha. And we can say Blog's investments in a trading voyage will result in a change of fortune. Uranus. This, or as the British say, Uranus. This represents a change in fortune, House of Journeys, or Venus. This represents femininity, House of Marriage. I get it, because it's a vagina. Or maybe like a uterus or something, but this is, well, it's held lower, but this is sign language for vagina. Journey and marriage, or children. What do you guys think? This is, I have no idea. I feel like going to the east to get spices is a better bet. Journeying to the Americas was, like, extra treacherous. I don't know either, man. Alright, I'm gonna say, go to the east. The cherub. The conquering cherub, that's what I'm picking.
First, I must advise you that your investment will bring about a change in fortune for you.
I should hope so. Indeed, it is the reason for my desire to make such an investment. But in which ship?
You must invest in the Bride of Yarmouth.
The Bride of Yarmouth? The bride? But how on earth?
Allow me to explain, Dean Blagg. In the house of marriage, we see the planet Venus, which does represent femininity. And what is the feminine element of a wedding? 'Tis the bride. Ergo, the Bride of Yarmouth. Do you now see? I assure you, my logic is most sound.
Doubtless it is, though 'tis of no use to me, for I said nothing of a ship called the Bride of Yarmouth. 'Twas the Pride of Yarmouth. Pride, with a P.
Oh, you man.
Verily. But I...
Oh, tush, Dr. Foreman. I will not judge you harshly, for in truth I too do oft find myself thus befuddled. We elder gentlemen cannot expect to be as sharp as once we were, can we?
Sir, I hardly think we're of the same age.
Prithee, sirrah, as much as I would love to bide and discourse with you, it is almost time for my afternoon nap. Mayhap you would benefit from one also. Good day, Dr. Foreman. And
How
keep
do you
ye
do,
well.
fellow old man? Please, take a nap. Querent, Thomas Blagg. Scene 17th December 1592 at 1800. The querent did wish to know which of two trading expeditions would make the better investment. I did advise the querent to invest in the voyage of the Bride of Yarmouth. Methinks the querent took my advice a little ill. Well, yeah, you told him the wrong shit. He's not impressed. By process of elimination, it would now seem logical for me to invest in the Conquering Cherub. That's what I thought we were doing. But I picked the wrong thing. I suppose I found myself befuddled.
Timid as a dread, frighted by an unkind head. Be gentle, for she seems full afraid.
This is so good. I love this so much. We are the worst doctor.
Tomorrow, sir. Pray tell, are these the consulting chambers of Simon Foreman, Doctor of Astrology and Physic?
Indeed, 'tis I, Dr. Simon Foreman. And your name, madam?
Emma Sharp of Shoreditch, sir. 25 years of age.
Welcome, Miss Sharp. And how may I do you service this day?
Well, 'tis a trifle delicate. A man has asked me to be his wife. A dear,
Man,
kind
people are
man,
asking
but
me for everything.
I fear you will think me cold, Dr. Foreman.
There, madam, whatever is the matter?
Well, he is exceeding advanced in years. I do worry he may not be long for the world, and if he were to die, I do not
Just
think I
like
could bear it.
intercourse.
Verily, I would not. Indeed, methinks I would rather not marry him at all. Am I very heartless, Dr. Foreman?
Nay, not in the least, madam. Your fears are most reasonable. A man in the winter of his life is indeed more likely to die. I assure you, madam, 'tis a medical fact. But methinks you wish to know whether this man be afflicted with a grave health condition, do you not? To wit, any ailment that might soon prove fatal?
Forsooth I do. That is my question precisely. Why, Dr. Foreman, 'tis as if you have a gift for reading minds.
Merely the gift of logical surmise, madam. Let us see whether a judgment of the stars may calm your fears. Does Mr. What was your gentleman's name?
Mr. George Middleton, a wool merchant.
Does Mr. Middleton have any ailments that might hasten his death?
I guess we'll find out. Hey, Louie, thank you for that host. How are you doing? Okay. So we have, what is this, Taurus? Mr. Middleton has been bewitched. The enchantment may prove fatal. Uranus in retrograde. This suggests a mild enchantment cast by a witch. Pluto in retrograde. This suggests the possibility of death. Oh, this is Aries. This is the ram. Okay. Ruler of the head. Or Mr. Middleton suffers from a cardiac passion, a condition that may end in death. Because of Leo, ruler of the heart. Venus, this represents an imbalance of phlegm. Gross. Saturn in detriment to Leo, this suggests a mild imbalance of black bile. Neptune, the illness cannot be cured. That seems pretty fatal. How is this motherfucker gonna die? Libra, ruler of the kidneys. Mr. Middleton suffers from dropping down of the piss. Characterized by involuntary urination, it is exacerbated when combined with his fear of heights. So, what? They took a hot air balloon ride and he peed himself? That seems like something that the gentry would do. Hey, Kit, how are you doing, darling? Hi, friends. How's everybody doing? Doing better. I have a bit of a sore throat today. Yeah, my throat is a little bit, irritated. This suggests severe vertigo. I think we're gonna go with Leo. This sounds like old man shit. Right? He'll have cardiac arrest. She'll flash a little ankle and he'll have a fucking heart attack. Huh! So yeah, imbalance of phlegm. And, can't cure a heart attack. Sure, let's do it. Leo, ruler of the heart. Just tell them what they want to hear.
I am full sorry, madam, but the stars give heavy news.
Colin.
Mr. Middleton suffers from a cardiac passion. Indeed, his heart may stop at any moment. He must avoid anything that might alarm or trouble his vital spirits. One shock could be enough to kill him.
Oh, woe, alas, poor Mr. Middleton. I thank you for your kind understanding, Dr. Foreman, and for your discretion in this matter.
So yeah, don't show him those
I
creamy
will at
ankles.
once to my family go and beseech them not to make me accept Mr. Middleton's proposal. God give you good day, Dr. Foreman.
Yes, yes. Glad to be of service, madam. Amber, how are you doing? Querent, Emma Sharp, seen 14th September, 1593 at 9 a.m. The querent did wish to know whether a man she wishes to marry does suffer from any grave health conditions. I did advise the querent that Mr. Middleton suffers from a cardiac passion and that he could die at any moment. Methinks the querent was pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. I know this is Simon's case study, but whatever. I wanted to do her voice. Ooh, so she might come back. Who was that handsome manservant I passed at the door? Mayhap one day I shall have a servant that cuts so fine a figure. Do you like how I said figure? Public notice. Beware, is the man treating you a qualified licensed doctor? London has lately been importuned by low-born charlatans claiming the title of doctor. These men have never attended university and therefore cannot be trusted. Any man found to be practicing medicine without a medical license shall be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Oh my gosh, friend. I just want to hug this friend. Illuminatus! Thank you so much for becoming a patron of the hype. It's been a long time. How are you doing? Enjoy the lurk, Snalls. We don't have a lurk command. But thanks for hanging out. How are you doing, Illuminatus? And tell me, verily, is this your first time becoming a patron of the hype? Or has it been bestowed upon you previously? Should marry him now, knowing that he won't be around for long and take his money. No, she doesn't want to marry him because he's old. She's looking to get out of this marriage. I mean, after all, once you've been wed already, that's your bargaining chip back in these days. You gotta keep that hymen pristine. Anyway, signed Dr. Richard Smith, President College of Physicians. Fine, thanks, especially now that I managed to see one of your streams again. Yeah. So before I turn this page, you know what we must do. You know what we must do. We must thank you for becoming a patron of the hype, and we do that by doing funky dances, by doing the best dances you've ever seen. Oh yes, the best dance you've ever seen. We're gonna do a dance for you, yeah. We're gonna do a dance for you, yeah. We're gonna dance, oh, we're gonna dance, yes, because you become a patron of the hype for the first time, for the first time, for the first time. Da la 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 la, la 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 la. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
Thank you, thanks.
Aw, thanks for the hearts, guys. The harps and the harps. The harps. I mean, I wish you could lay down some harps. Just like bring. Thank you for the emotes and the hype and the heart hands. I appreciate it. Ow. Just jamming my bracelet into my arm. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Murdering would those doctors come?
Murdering those doctors come.
Murdering one fine day.
Those doctors will they slave
Those
for?
doctors
Oh,
will they slave
for?
Will they send him to jail?
They sent him to jail.
I don't know. Are they going to murder me or send me to jail, chat? Shall we consult the stars?
What's the meaning of this warning being put about by the College of Physicians? Do they mean to do me harm? It is true that I do not have a medical license. What am I to do? Mayhap the stars will advise me.
Of course they will. Of course. The College of Physicians has dark intentions towards me. What should I do? Let's see. We've got Venus. Or is it... Wait. Jupiter falling in Capricorn. I thought this was Venus. I'm bad. I'm bad at astrology. The authority the licensed doctors of London hold is primarily owing to their wealth and privilege. There is much they do not know about physic. House of Wealth. This represents their ignorance. Okay. They're making war against me. If I am to become the best doctor in London, I must find a way to end this war. This is Mars in retrograde. The House of Ambitions advises ending a war. And the Church of England can help me, for the Archbishop of Canterbury has a special power to grant medical licenses. The Sun, this represents a religious authority, head of the Church. House of Religion. Interesting. Okay, so that's option A. Option B. I must use my brilliant mind to forge strong relationships with my querents. Mercury. This represents intelligence. Okay, and what's this one? Looks like a tuning fork. This solution involves being sensitive to the needs of my querents. The moon exalted in Taurus. This advises sensitivity. House of service to others. Oh yeah, we're gonna go the silly route, and we're just going to get sick-ass letters of recommendation. So that way, they will be upsetting the townsfolk. Or I guess not town, we're in London. The folk of the city shall love me so greatly that we're not gonna get wrecked. That's what I'm going with.
It seems that if I'm to avoid prosecution by the College of Physicians, I must obtain a medical license. Towards this end, doubtless the best course is to serve my querents well, treating their illnesses and problems with intelligence and sensitivity. For if I do, they may favour me with letters of recommendation, and I can use these to petition the University of Cambridge to grant me a license.
Like, hey, look at a good... Look, I cured her dog of... malaise. Give medical license? Hey, Deva. Who needs a medical license when you've got style? Who needs a medical license when you've got, astrology? Querent, me! I did wish to know how to protect myself from the dark intentions of the College of Physicians. The stars did advise me to serve my querents well, so that they might give me letters of recommendation. With such letters, I may convince the University of Cambridge to grant me a medical license. This querent, myself. If I do not garner enough letters of recommendation to obtain a medical license, I shall be most vexed indeed. I'm doing okay, Deva. So, some days are better than others, but I'm always in a good mood and having a good time when I'm here hanging out with you guys. Streaming.
Who's this man at the door who we've not seen before? Who's this man at the door who we've not seen before?
Who is come to inquire dressed in such strange attire? 'Tis
Signor Ferraro.
I adore this so much.
Good day to you, sir. Oh, I see you're having some difficulties. William, fetch my guest a chair.
No, it's good. I am just a little stiff.
As you wish. Mr.
Signor Riccardo Ferraro. I am a gentleman of Venezia, come to make a trade in London.
Venice? 'Tis a fine city, I hear. And how may I do you service this day, Signor Ferraro?
I am come with una problema medicale, and you are most great dottore who does cure all London, eh? You cure Ferraro too, see?
Forsooth, I will seek to do so, Signor.
Forsooth.
Pray, describe your complaints, if you please.
Is burning when I make the water.
Pain during urination?
See, and is pain down here. Molto pain.
And pain in the lower back. Now, let us see what the stars can tell us. What ails Signor Riccardo Ferraro?
So Italian. I know, right? Bear, I was like, Bear's gonna hate this. Glad to do what I can for your mood. Yeah, it's lovely to see everybody. I'm always happy to be here with you guys. I have pain during a urination, and in my lower back. What ails me? Pisces? Signor Ferraro suffers from the gout, which is caused by hot, dry humors seeping into the joints of the foot. Pisces, ruler of the feet. I gotta just... You know about those feet. This represents an imbalance of yellow bile color in the body. I don't think it's that. Or, Signor Ferraro suffers from stones in the kidney. I thought this might have been it. This disease can occasion loss of appetite, severe pain in the kidney area, vomiting, and difficulty passing urine. But that's not quite right. He's not vomiting. He didn't mention a loss of appetite. Venus domicile in Libra. This suggests a severe imbalance of phlegm in the body. Well, we'll see what our options are. Because kidneys are also not really lower back, are they? Signor Ferraro has dysentery, characterized by pain in the bowels, faintness, and oily stools. This suggests Signor Ferraro is lying. Okay, so we're not picking that. You got kidney stones, bruh! I don't think it's right, but I definitely don't think... He doesn't have gout. He said nothing about... Well, he did say he was a little stiff. Kidneys would be lower back, above the hip. Okay, shows you what I know. I'm not a doctor. I am the best doctor. It does sound like kidney stones. It definitely sounds closer to that than the other things. He did say that he was kind of stiff, though. We were like, oh, get him a chair. Like, what's wrong with you? But I also don't think that gout has anything to do with painful urination. But I don't know, because again, I'm a doctor. But yeah, I don't think that he has dysentery. Because that's not where the pain is. So we're gonna go with Libra. We're gonna say he's got kidney stones. It seems like the closest. Suggests a severe imbalance of phlegm in the body. You phlegmy, motherfucker.
'Tis a case of stones in the kidney, I regret to say. But worry not, Signor. I will give you an ounce of my strong water to dislodge them. Drink this entire flask when you rise at dawn tomorrow. You may then expect to evacuate the stones by way of your privy member within just a few hours.
Privy member.
Ah, your famous strong water. This water is said to cure the plague, huh? I thank you, Signor Foreman. And now Riccardo Ferraro bids you good day.
Well, he's happy with that. Coming all the way from Italy just to lie to you, how rude. I know, how fucking dare he? Querent Riccardo Ferraro, seen 27th November, 1593. The querent did present with pain in the lower back and during urination. I did diagnose stones in the kidney and prescribed a flask of my strong water. Methinks the querent was a little pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. But yeah, we kind of just got to tell them what they want to hear. So even if it was dysentery or something, I hereby demand you say privy member instead of wiener. But wiener's so funny. I do think privy member is pretty hilarious too, though. Oh, he's a tough nut to crack here. Interesting. He seems to exhibit at least the semblance of competence.
'Tis sure she is no beauty, 'tis true she lacks finesse, but every awkward hero needs his awkward princess.
Rude! That's so rude!
Well met, Mistress Allen. Pray tell, the last time I saw you, you were with child, methinks. Pray tell, how fares...
I would rather not talk about that, if you please.
Oh, I see. I am full sorry, madam.
I'm mild
I'm
sorry.
come upon... The matter
beg
that
your
brings...
pardon, madam. I prithee, madam, say on.
I'm come about the new law. I know not what to do, and I would have counsel.
You are in trouble with the law, madam?
Nay, at least not yet, but my neighbours have begun to remark unkindly upon my absences, my Sunday absences from church. I am afeard one of them may soon denounce me.
Ah, 'tis the Act Against Recusants you speak of. The law that obliges Catholics to attend church and take the English sacrament. You are of the Catholic faith, then, I take it?
I, a Catholic, but as well a law-abiding woman and a full loyal subject of the Queen. Long may she reign.
I do not doubt it, madam.
But to take the Protestant sacrament, 'tis heresy. So says the Pope in Rome. I risk being damned to hell if I do it, Dr. Foreman. Verily, I find myself in a most terrible bind.
I see. Damned if you do, yet condemned if you do not. A cruel bind indeed. Well, let us see if the stars may untangle it for us. Should Mistress Avis Allen attend Protestant church services?
I'm a Catholic. Should I obey the law and attend Protestant church services, or damn myself to hell? This is pretty intense for an astrologer. Like, who goes to a doctor for this? Like, I'm pretending to be a doctor here. They just come to me for everything. Some have the wrong impression of the Allens' wealth and are envious. House of Wealth. Saturn in detriment and retrograde, this indicates jealousy. Neptune in retrograde, this suggests confusion. Mistress Allen's problem is her female neighbors. Yeah, I don't doubt that. This represents women. The moon. For those of you who don't know my name, Lecta is from Daughters of the Moon series, which, like, makes me really happy. Prevener? Prevener? That just makes me think of the guild. Pregamers. Pregamers? Pregamers. Pregamers? Hey, Wormy, how you doing? Okay, so they're jealous, and we need to tell the ladies. We need to confide in the ladies. Or... Ooh, there's a lot of stuff here. Avis must remain strong in her Catholic faith, for when the Queen dies, her successor may revert England back to Catholicism. We've got Mars, domicile in Aries, this advises strength. Pluto, this represents death. Uranus, this represents a surprising political event. House of Religion. Or, there may be a creative solution for appeasing the Pope in Rome, whilst also honoring England's Protestant legacy. Mercury, this suggests creativity. Jupiter, this represents foreigners. Mistress Allen risks getting in trouble with the law and being punished by the authorities. House of Legal Confrontations. The Sun represents authority. It is Mistress Allen's duty to cooperate. That's tough. We're doing good. We're trying to help our querents through the power of astrology so that we can obtain a medical license by showing the University of Cambridge a bunch of letters of recommendation. Hey, these people think I'm neat. Do you want to give me a medical license? So this says remain strong. Find a way to get around it. But also you're gonna get yourself in trouble. And you need to cooperate. So I feel like some of this is conflicting. Antagonize the neighbors or risk the law trial. I mean, if she's only going to get in trouble if her neighbors bring it up, right? Because that's how things worked in the olden days. Like, the authorities are not, coming house by house to be like, hello, it's Sunday, church time. Are you in there or are you in church? This one's tough. Because I would say a mix of them. If it were me, I would be like, okay, here's what you got going on. You got nosy ass neighbors who are gonna cause trouble for you. So like ingratiate yourself with your neighbors and then find some sort of workaround so that you don't go to Protestant church services since you think you'll burn in hell for it. A plus B. Have a beautiful day. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Peace! You know what you would advise? What would you advise? Cause yeah, I don't remember my history. Pythagoras, out! Get out. Oh, you want a funky color, bear? Let's get you a funky color. How about... No, we did like a blue the other day. Ooh, yes. Like a little raspberry green. Yeah. How you like that? Go B and refuse the Protestant sacrament? I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna say. I think we use all of these. I don't think we like pick one. Because this also says maybe a creative solution. So I do like the creative solution. Dryadic? Oh, I look like a dryad? Cool. So yeah, this I feel like this is the only one that says stay stalwart. The other ones in choice B, because like I said, I don't think we can pick which of these. I think we just kind of group them all together and then say a thing. So this says cooperate. This says cooperate. This says figure something out. And then this one's like, don't go to there. So I have no idea what we'll say if I pick B over A. Because A doesn't say go, it says they think that you are more wealthy and your female neighbors are jealous. Slight feeling of congestion. Feel fine now, not 100% though. No coughs. Okay. Stay safe for me. I know you've been going into work still. Make sure you rest and have water. B will have her killed, you think? Yeah, I wish it was a little more clear what this means. Like what Simon is gonna say that this means. He seems more like she should find an alternative solution to avoid heresy. Yeah, but again, I'm not sure what he's gonna say. I guess we'll go with B, and this will be a good test. We'll see. See if this fucks it
the
up.
stars confirm your fears. You must attend church every Sunday, lest you risk being prosecuted
See,
for being
we told her to go.
Oh, but then what of my soul, Dr. Foreman?
Methinks I have a solution for that, madam. If you were to cross your fingers behind your back during the service, any Protestant
Just
oath
cross
you
your
swear
fingers.
will not count. Of course, you must be sure to stand at the back of the church while doing so that only God may see, and
Oh
no
my
one
god.
else.
Forsooth, what an ingenious notion! Oh, Dr. Foreman, you have saved me. You are so wise, sir.
This is fucking
'Tis
ridiculous.
so. Verily, it is most admirable.
But, dear lady,
Keep your panties
'tis
dry.
yours to be admired. The strength of resolve, your devotion to your faith and your... Madam, would you care to...
Keep your privy
see my
member in your
collection
pants!
of Venetian glassware?
I think I would. Indeed, I would
What
like
is
that
happening?
very well.
What the fuck? We just got turned on by this strong woman, and I'm like, hey, my privy member will look quite large if you view it from behind this Venetian glassware you want to see. And she was like, yeah. Well, this is interesting. Avis Allen, seen 10th of January, 1594, 1500. The querent did wish to know whether she should comply with the law and attend Protestant church services, thereby betraying her Catholic faith. I did advise the querent to attend church, but to cross her fingers behind her back during the service. Methinks the querent is most pleased with me for the reading I gave today. Coitus post consolatio. Oh no, we totally banged her. Wait, madam, you're afeared for your soul. Let's go have sex about it. Why not? You're only married. That won't do anything to your soul. Wow. I have some very nice pieces here. Hand blown. What curious shapes they come in. Oh my gosh, Amber. Verily, I found that you two are horny for each other. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. And apparently that wasn't good enough to get us a recommendation. Gotta up our glassware game. God mend me, what have I done? If only I knew of a Jesuit priest I might confess my sins to. Oof.
Here comes a beauty night. Her hair does shine, her eyes are bright. Her damsel formed for man's delight.
Oh, she is quite a lady.
Oh, she is quite a lady.
David, that's amazing. She can just cross her fingers mid-coitus and it won't count. It's too good. That's too good to leave out of the quote system. We needed it. So I invented glassware, but the one time someone made it too big around, and that's how the pitcher was invented.
Good day to you, sir. I am Amelia Bassano of Bishopsgate, here for my consultation.
Welcome, Mistress Bassano. Bassano, 'tis an Italian name, is it not?
Aye, it is, sir. Though I was born in London, my family are from Venice. They did come to London to gain employment as musicians at the royal court.
Ah, I know one of your countrymen, Riccardo Ferraro, another one of my querents. Mayhap you know him? He hails from Venice, too.
No, sir, I do not know him. Venice is a large city, and as such 'tis home to many thousands of men. And as I did mention, I was born in London.
Aye, of course.
Simon's a doofus.
Mayhap we turn our thoughts to what brings you hither this day. Have you a question for me?
Aye, sir, I wish to know what afflicts me, for my belly does begin to swell, and lately I oft find myself chundering after meals.
Gee, I fucking wonder.
Abdomen and involuntary upward purging. Well now, let us consult the stars to judge the cause of these troubles. What is ailing Mistress Amelia Bassano?
If it doesn't give us with child this time, I will be upset. Yeah, there's no... Listen, we don't even have a license. Liverworm. I mean, that's one way to call a child. Excuse me, madam. How is your liverworm growing? Is it getting girthy? How girthy is your liverworm? Is it progressing well? Have you been feeding it properly? Anyway, I think it's time to get rid of this wonderful coloration. Thank you for that, Bear. That was fun. The worm is kicking. Sagittarius, ruler of the liver, Venus. This represents an imbalance of phlegm. So it's not that. The querent is with child. Okay. Yes, Scorpio, ruler of the reproductive system. The moon falling in Scorpio, this suggests the illness will not last long. Well, if she's already getting all swollen, maybe she's about to pop. She's got a big dress, I can't tell. I just wanted to see what this was. Capricorn, ruler of the knees. The querent is afflicted with a crick in the knees, caused by the pressure of excessive weight gain. This suggests the illness is chronic. Is with womb worm. Ew. Alright. The illness will not last long, for your liverworm shall be expelled after the duration of 9 months. Alright, Scorpio.
I neglected to ask. Is there a Mr. Bassano?
My father still lives.
Not.
I mean to say, are you yet married, Mistress Bassano? I presume you are, for the stars indicate that you are with child. Wondrous news indeed.
Ah, I see.
Of course, it is natural for a young lady to be a trifle anxious when she's expecting her first child. And I see you are anxious, are you not?
Mr. Foreman, I own that I am.
Well, doubtless you are anxious owing to the unpredictable nature of your condition. For instance, sometimes the child might emerge from its mother's womb early, weeks or even months earlier than anticipated. This possibility is a medical fact, and one that should be explained to any husband you may... Do you see what I'm saying, Mistress Bassano?
Nay, not in the least, sir.
Some of my maiden querents, I assume you are still unmarried and therefore a maiden, when they find themselves inexplicably with child, they oft do not remain unmarried for long. I advise you to discuss this with your family without delay, Mistress Bassano. Doubtless they will be keen to make the arrangements for you.
I see. Yes, of course. I must lose no time in finding a husband.
All right.
I thank you, Dr. Foreman. Good day.
I mean... This game is off the fucking rails. I love it so much. Simon is such a fucking derp. We are the best, and I love this. I love this greatly. But yeah, it's like... You better do some seducing real fast. I know from no experience of my own that Venetian glassware is a really good... It's a good way to ensnare somebody. Emilia Lanier. Well, that's weird that that must be a little bug. Because this was she gave us the name Bassano. Seen 14th January 1594 at 1700. The querent did present with his swollen abdomen and involuntary upward purging. I did judge the querent as being with child. Methinks the querent was pleased with me for the reading I gave this day. Doubtless cousin Alfonso will consent to marry me, especially if Lord Hunsdon settles money on me for the child. So the guy who knocked her up is gonna give her some hush money and she's gonna marry her cousin. Seems fine. No, she's definitely unmarried. Venetian glassware, the 16th century equivalent of showing your date your collection of Funko Pops. Yes. Yeah, it was during the dialogue. Yes. I did notice that.
Mary Payne is frightened when she spies a looking glass, for 'tis a portal out through whence the gates of hell do blast. A deadly and foul wind that comes direct from Satan's mouth.
From his where? Where does it come from? His... This is amazing.
Blessed morrow to you, Dr. Foreman. I am Mary Payne of 4th Street in Lambeth, and come to seek your counsel about my neighbours.
Good morrow, Mistress Payne, and well met. What trouble do your neighbours give you? They play their lutes into the night, perchance? Mayhap a neighbour has cast a malignant spell upon your cabbages.
Why, sir, 'tis no trifling matter. Indeed, 'tis a matter of grave importance. Doubtless you do know we have a Catholic living on 4th Street, a woman by the name of Avis Allen.
Ah, yes. I did hear tell that Mistress Allen subscribes to the Romish faith. But 'tis no crime to be a Catholic, is it, madam? At least not at present.
Aye, but harbouring a Jesuit priest is, Dr. Foreman. These evenings past, I have spied a man sneaking in and out of the Allens' house. 'Tis my reckoning the man is a priest who is going hither and thither all over Lambeth to perform the Catholic Mass and take confessions. Doubtless Mr. Allen is hiding him in one of those little cupboards.
You mean to say you think Mr. Allen has installed a priest hole in his house? A secret room hidden behind the wood panelling of a wall?
Indeed I do. I am certain that he has such a hole, and that a priest is going in and out of Mr. Allen's hole from dusk till dawn.
Verily? How troubling. But surely you are mistaken, madam, for under the cover of darkness, how can you be sure the man you did spy was not Mr. Allen himself?
Nay, 'twas not Mr. Allen. Mr. Allen is a fine, tall figure of a man, whereas the figure I did spy was very narrow and malformed in appearance. A scrawny little imp of a man he was.
I see.
Now, you must not think me intolerant, Dr. Foreman. If Mistress Allen must cling to her idolatrous backward beliefs, 'tis her own affair, and I have no wish to cause trouble for the Allens. And 'tis true that Mistress Allen does now attend church on Sundays and takes the English sacrament just as she ought to. But we residents of Fore Street are decent English folk. We will not abide an agent of Rome sneaking around our neighbourhood, muttering incantations in some devilish foreign tongue.
I think you mean Latin, madam.
But before I act upon my suspicions, I think it wise to know if there be any truth in them.
Then let us see what the stars can tell us. Who is this mysterious stranger, and why does he frequent the Allens' house late at night?
Well, to go in and out of Mr. Allen's hole all night long. The game knew. They said priest hole and they said his hole, and I started to giggle, and the game's like, we know our audience. If they liked Shakespeare, they will love this. And I'm just like, ah, ha, 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 I am your perfect audience. Oh God, that was excellent. Here comes the conflict of interest, right? Priest hole sounds like a made-up lecta swear. No, it was a real thing. Here to provide my viewer count to a deserving lecta, but I'm distracted because I'm playing Monster Hunter. Well, enjoy the Monster Hunter, Uncle T. It's good to see ya. He sounds like Rowan Atkinson. I don't know who that is, but I loved this entire interaction. And since we are very close, you can see our progress for our letters of recommendation. Avis is very close to giving her recommendation. So I'm going to try and not get her in trouble. Oh, Mr. Bean! That's right. Blackadder, yes. Are my neighbors, the Allens, hiding a Jesuit priest? We know that she probably is, based on the little, blurb that it had after her consultation. She was like, if only I had a Jesuit priest to confess my sins because of, the doctor's Venetian glassware was very tempting. The man Mistress Payne saw harbors cruel intentions towards Allen's household goods and possessions. Mars in detriment in Taurus. This suggests cruelty. Mistress Payne will die suddenly, mayhap before the end of this consultation. Narrow and malformed, a scrawny little imp of a man? House of the Querent. Your Uranus indicates a sudden change. Pluto suggests death. Or, option B, this speaks of a relationship with an untrustworthy foreigner. As foreigners are untrustworthy by nature, this element may be of no particular significance. Sun in detriment in Aquarius, this suggests untrustworthiness in the house of relationships, and Jupiter represents a foreigner. Mistress Allen's maternal instincts have been thwarted by her inability to bear a child, but she stubbornly persists in trying to reverse her infertility. What are we accusing her of? House of unborn children. Saturn in detriment in retrograde. This represents a stubborn attempt at a reversal. And Neptune in retrograde. This suggests instincts that have been thwarted. Oh, God. Yeah, for real, no doctor-patient confidentiality whatsoever. Stars speaking of an educated man who adorns himself in fine clothes. Mercury represents education. Venus represents finery in the house of religion. The man Mistress Payne saw is a public enemy who engages in idolatrous worship of the Virgin Mary. In other words, he's a Jesuit priest. The moon represents a woman, the Virgin Mary. Okay, I don't want to pick this, even though I know that's probably legit. She's trying to have a kid, or the dude is... So we can say this guy has bad intentions towards the Allens. Also, you might die. One of those. Or we can go with she's trying to become with child. But this might... I feel like this just means like, yeah, she's doing some witchcraft or some shit. Yes, I know, I remember that she did, but I don't want to get her in trouble. I'm choosing specifically to not pick option C, even though we know that that's probably the case, because I want to protect Mistress Allen. So we can either say this guy's evil and also you're gonna die real suddenly, which we have no evidence of, or we're speaking with this foreigner to try and become fertile. But I don't know if that is going to make her think... You know what? Let's spook her. Let's just frighten you away.
The man you saw prowling around the Allen's house is no priest. He is a thief, come at night to steal silver plate and candlesticks.
'Tis a mere robber I saw. On my honour, that is well to hear.
Oh, good.
Still, something must be done about it. I will rouse the menfolk of 4th Street and have them patrol our street each night until this sneak thief is apprehended.
Ah, is that truly necessary, madam? Be there not more...
Pleasant day, Dr. Foreman.
Well, that went poorly. The querent did wish to know whether her neighbours, the Allens, are illegally hiding a Jesuit priest. I did tell the querent that the man she took for the priest is a burglar. Methinks the querent was a little pleased with me for the reading I gave. Oopsies. What a fine-looking youth Foreman's manservant is. Oh, would that I were my niece's age again. Maybe if we just foist our manservant upon her, she'll forget all about it. Well, I guess we'll see what happens with that. We didn't say anything about her death, though.
When his Italian features on
Features odd facial hair. That is so good. I love this game. I have no idea what Simon is gonna say half the time when I pick these options, but it doesn't bother me so much in this game because it is just utterly ridiculous, and Simon's an idiot. Foist your manservant, isn't that just more coitus? Yes. I will bid him to show Mistress Payne the Venetian glassware.
God give you good day, signor.
Give her the
How
glassware.
may I assist you?
Tis I, Riccardo Ferraro, come once again to see the great Dottore Simon Foreman.
So I see. What brings you this day?
I bring myself to you, so you treat my illness. 'Tis very grave.
And, what might this illness be? Perchance we might start with your complaints.
First problem is the laughter that cannot be controlled.
Uncontrollable laughter, you say?
Okay.
I see. Anything else?
Next problem, the dancing that cannot be controlled.
Uncontrollable dancing.
Is this me?
You do not appear to be dancing at present.
You have
What
lectaism.
can I say? 'Tis uncontrollable dancing. I cannot control when I dance.
Nay, 'tis a fair point.
Doubtless my disease, whatever it may be, is very rare and very difficult to diagnose. But of course, if it be beyond your medical understanding...
Let me assure you, Signor, that whatever is said of us on the continent, the learning of we English doctors is unparalleled. There is no better medical care to be had than in London. Now,
If you go to literally
let us
anyone
see
other
whether
than
the
me.
stars may tell us something of your unusual and troubling illness.
All right. And he's also been burping at us, which I'm sure has something to do. I suffer from uncontrollable laughter and dancing. What ails me? Your name is Lecta. Congratulations, you are Electa. You now must dye your hair orange. Signor Ferraro is suffering from colic, a disease that occasions abdominal pain, belching, and bloating of the stomach. Suggests illness is chronic. The Sun, Virgo, ruler of the digestive system, and Mars represents an imbalance of yellow bile color in the body. It says nothing about his laughing. Signor Furrow has been bitten by a tarantula on one of his ankles, specifically the ankle. Tarantula venom causes the victim to laugh, sing, or dance uncontrollably, while also provoking an acute loathing of music. Jupiter in retrograde. This suggests an imbalance of the blood. Aquarius, ruler of the ankles. This is so fabulous. So we can tell him what he wants to hear and be like, dude, you very clearly, you got bit by a tarantula on your ankle, or you have colic, which doesn't address the laughing and dancing. I think we're gonna tell him what he wants to hear. Don't you think? Let's not treat the actual thing. That he'll just come back for the burping. He also didn't mention any pain. Not this time, but he did previously. Is he faking? Well, we don't know. We've got Ricardo Ferraro. So yeah, before he had pain in the lower back and during urination. And now he's coming in saying he's singing and dancing. So if we take... But pain in the lower back is not necessarily abdominal pain. And he didn't mention any pain. But he is burping. So I'm wondering... Strong water. Yeah, he's drunk. I think we're gonna tell him he's got a tarantula bite. Because I don't think he'll take too kindly to the other thing, because there's no cure. It's a chronic illness. He was bit. We're gonna just treat the symptoms that they bring up, nothing else.
You have been bitten by a tarantula. Its venom has been creeping throughout your body, provoking the wanton laughter and dancing you're experiencing. The tarantula is a rare spider from foreign climes. Doubtless it travelled with you from Venice, hiding itself among your belongings.
Aye, doubtless you are right this time.
The venom may be expelled
Why are you
from the
mad
body
about it?
using a combination of heat and music. I advise you to have a lutenist come by your house to
Lutenist.
sing and play for you while you bide near the fire. But take care not to insult the musicians playing, for whilst you will find it most loathsome, 'twill only be on account of the venom.
Molto bene, Signor Foreman. I will do as you advise.
All right.
Ricardo Ferraro bids you good day.
It's like he was mad at me for being right, even though I don't think we're right. And then he's like, whatever. It's worth a try. Oh, this is great. Methinks the querent was pleased. Okay. Hey, we got some good letter recommendations. How did Mr. Foreman know of this rare illness? It seems as if he has at least some learning. I have a little.
Why does this lady feel confined? Mayhap the world is too unkind. Nay, doctor, medicate her mind.
Pray cure this comely lady. Pray cure this
Comely lady.
I love these musical interludes. They make me so happy.
Good day to you, madam.
Yes. Good day, Mr. Foreman. Pray tell, is your Venetian querent Riccardo Ferraro one of the patients you treat for troubles of the mind? Forsooth, his manner is right strange. I passed him at the door, and when I addressed him in the Italian tongue, he abruptly turned from me and ran away down the street.
Nay, Signor Ferraro has no grave troubles of the mind that I'm aware of.
He's a
Mayhap
liar.
he
He's
was merely
pretending to be
dumbstruck
Italian.
by your beauty, madam.
Dr. Foreman, a man is rarely struck dumb by a woman's beauty. Indeed, 'tis quite the reverse. He is oft rendered all the more loquacious, plaguing her with ill-formed metaphors he believes are compliments, and with hasty declarations and invitations she has neither sought nor invited.
Ah, quite. But let us turn our minds to happier thoughts. I did lately hear of your marriage to your cousin, Mr. Alfonso Lania, for which I must congratulate you.
There's the name.
And as I recall, you were with child when I last saw you.
Aye, I was, as you correctly judged.
And your child and husband are both well, I hope?
I would rather not discourse on the subject of my husband, Dr. Foreman.
As it pleases you, madam. What brings you this day?
Lately I have been feeling heavy and lethargic. I do also find it hard to fix my attention upon the book I am reading or upon words I am composing. And yet, although I oft feel right tired, I am having difficulty sleeping.
Depression.
Ah, well, becoming a mother, beset with all the demands of a suckling babe, can force change upon the normal rhythms of life.
Nay, 'tis not that, for I have employed a wet nurse for the feeding and much of the care of my son.
Postpartum depression.
Methinks I must have some kind of disease.
I see. Let us consult the stars to see what afflicts you. What is ailing Mistress Emilia Lania?
We're a fake doctor with a potentially fake patient, yeah. And well, that would explain the accent. His Italian accent. It's a very good accent. Actually, at one point when he said, it's very nice, or something like that, it sounded like the French, see, he's already got one, you see. It's very nice. It sounded like the French soldiers in Holy Grail. Alright, I feel heavy and lethargic, yet I cannot sleep. What ails me? You got depression, honey. The querent suffers from melancholy. Yep. Leo, ruler of the heart. Saturn in detriment to Leo. This suggests some mild imbalance of black bile in the body. Neptune, this suggests that the illness is curable. Alright, so we'll probably go with that. The querent suffers from phlegmatism. Just like intercourse. Ooh. Ew. Phlegmy intercourse. Oh, disgusting. Wormy, thank you for that, host. I appreciate it. Fetch a lavash. Huh? Fetch a lavash. Yes. It is a temperament associated with an excess of phlegm characterized by stoicism and stubbornness. No, I think that's just who she is. Libra, ruler of the kidneys. Mercury, this suggests a psychological factor. Well, that's true. Venus, domicile in Libra, indicates the illness will get worse before it gets better. Yeah, I don't think she's phlegmy. Virgo, ruler of the digestive system. The querent is troubled with an excessively choleric temperament. It is associated with an excess of yellow bile. Sufferers exhibit an aggressive, opinionated nature. The Sun, this suggests the illness is chronic. Mars, this represents an imbalance of yellow bile or choler in the body. Yeah, we're gonna go with Leo because she's definitely got depression. Especially if she's like, child, get taken care of by this wet nurse. Like, she probably has postpartum depression. Postpartum depression. Hey, there we go. Shit.
Mistress Lania, the stars indicate that your suffering is occasioned by melancholy, or, in other words, black bile.
I see. And what treatment can you give me for it?
Before we speak of treating your condition, madam, I think it wise we determine what has provoked it. You did express a desire not to speak of your husband, and I cannot help but think that such a reluctance reveals where the source of your troubles might lie, to wit, within your marriage. Would I be right in thinking this? I do not wish to cause you distress, madam, but as a doctor, I do feel I must press you in case it is relevant to your troubles.
My marriage is not a happy one, Dr. Foreman. Mr. Lanier and I do not agree on matters of money and strong drink.
I see. And what are your opinions on these subjects?
That he spends all our money on strong drink.
Oof.
He disagrees.
And your husband cannot be brought around to see your point of view, nor you his, I presume. Well, the marital discord provoked by strong differences of opinion can often engender melancholy in a wife. Until the matter is resolved between you, you may take a syrup of roses and chicory. Drink of it each day, and it will serve to reinvigorate your vital spirits. I will also have my manservant William bleed you of some of that excess bile.
Leeches. Woo!
I thank you, Dr. Foreman.
William, come hither and bleed Mistress Lania.
And maybe show her the Venetian glassware. That'll... Because what's a better cure for melancholy? And didn't she... No, that was Mistress Payne, who remarked on my manservant. But yeah, totally, Amber. She's like, I got knocked up, I gotta marry my cousin, I don't want this baby. Get this shit away from me. Amelia Lanier, but now we know where the name came from. The querent did present with symptoms of heaviness, lethargy, troubled sleep, and an unnatural pallor. I did advise the querent that she suffered from melancholy. I had her bled and prescribed a treatment of rose and chicory syrup. What's chicory? I've heard of it before. I know there's chicory root, but what does it taste like? She gets the bleeding and no coitus. Well, we don't know. I can't keep my eyes on my glassware all the time. Methinks the querent is most pleased. Oh yeah, she liked that one. Mayhap bleeding my husband would cure him of his taste for strong drink. Very rigorous bleeding. I really hope she kills him. That would just be kind of great. Mail. Sir, I thank you for your recent enquiry with regards to obtaining a license to practice medicine. I note from our records that you terminated your enrollment at our institution some years ago on the grounds of insufficient funds. Whilst we do not ordinarily issue medical licenses to men who have not first completed a medical degree, proof of equivalent professional experience in the form of letters of recommendation may be taken into consideration. A minimum of 8 such letters of recommendation is customarily required. I advise you to write us once once you have obtained the requisite number of letters. From John Cowell, Vice Chancellor, University of Cambridge. They're like, yeah, show us your letters, we got this shit.
What is variolation? We are no longer sure.
We don't know.
Foreman's now a patient, and Avis is the cure.
Foreman's now the patient, and Avis is the cure.
Ah, my dear Avis, what a pleasure it is to see you. I have oft thought of our
I
last...
cannot tarry long. My husband will be expecting me home.
Of course. But, dear lady, is something the matter?
Of course. Do not all your querents come with a matter they wish an answer to?
Well, yes, but...
I wish to ask of the stars whether a man I am close with, a man who is not my husband, whether that man be also close with another woman.
A man you are... I see. Well, if I am to judge the stars for you, I must ask you to be more precise. In what sense do you mean close? The platonic bond of friendship?
Nay, close in the sense of being
All up in that glassware.
I see.
All up
then
in that
'tis
glassware.
the familial tie of kinship, perchance.
Nay, I mean someone with whom I have shared physical relations.
Verily, madam, if I am to give you an accurate reading, you must state your question clearly.
Methinks you know full well what I ask. I bid you ask the stars whether my lover is, that is to say, be it true that he engages with another woman in acts of strumpy-humpy.
Madam, you astonish me. 'Tis unlike you to speak such indelicate words. Now, if I understand you correctly, you have a lover, and you wish to know whether he has been sharing his tender favours with another woman.
Aye, but did I not verily say so?
And now that we have at last fathomed your question, let us read the stars to fathom an answer. Has Mistress Allen's lover been unfaithful to her?
This is fantastic. I think a good way of describing what chicory tastes like is to say it is to coffee what carob? What is that? Is to chocolate. It's good with coffee though, New Orleans style. Well, that confused me more. I appreciate the attempt though. The strumpy humpy. Is he doing the strumpy humpy bumpy? Is my lover engaging in intimacies with another woman? Does she mean us, though, is the real question. Mistress Allen's mind has been turned by jealousy and confusion. House of the Querent. Saturn in detriment and retrograde suggests jealousy. Neptune in retrograde indicates a mind turned by confusion. Mistress Allen should be more optimistic about her romance with this man. House of Love and Romance. House of Relationship with Querent. This consultation will provoke unexpected intimacies between me and Avis. Uranus, this represents a surprise. Pluto, this represents intimate relations. Well, we know what Simon wants to say, but what's this option here? Mistress Allen's lover is seeing a woman who is willing and able to marry him. He wishes to continue his family line, House of Legacy. Venus exalted in Pisces, this represents agreeableness. Mistress Allen no longer pleases her lover, the spark has been lost. House of Service to Others, the Sun represents a mature man, Avis's lover. Mercury in retrograde, this indicates creativity being reversed. And the Moon in detriment in Capricorn, this represents a woman who is unable to please Avis. Ouch! Mistress Allen's lover wishes to father a child. You can't say this to her, that's so rude! House of Unborn Children. No, we're going with A. Ouch. I mean, if she means us, like, we're all about that Avis. Someone on Twitter took a picture of the local strip club called Sugar Cabaret. It says, "Sorry, we're clothed." Oh, I love that. That is fantastic. That is really great. But yeah, we're gonna get all up in this. I mean, we were already all up in this. But we can't be like, nah, bitch, you barren.
The stars are most clear, madam. Your lover has not been coupling with another woman.
He has not.
Forsooth, the stars say that your mind has been turned by jealousy and confusion. Now, if there is nothing further, madam...
Oh, how relieved I am to hear you say this. Oh, Simon, what a fool I have been not to trust you.
But you... this lover... 'twas me all along? You were not speaking of some other man?
I beseech you, pardon me, Simon. I had to know the truth from the stars, for I did hear tell of other women.
But how could you not see? No other woman is to me so dear, and verily is it not clear to you that I...
Do you verily, Simon?
Oh, my dear, sweet Avis.
Aw, they got the heart heads. The querent did wish to know whether her lover is engaging in intimacies with another woman. I did advise the querent that her lover remained loyal to her. The querent revealed that I was the lover she was referring to. This caused confusion, though it was quickly resolved. Methinks the querent is most pleased with me for the reading I gave today. Coitus post consolatio. Again. Woo! That got us a letter. second time around, you know, the awkwardness is gone. We left the glassware on the bedside this time. It was a little cold the first time around. So yeah, letter of recommendation received. This querent will return for another consultation. Verily, it was so wrong of me to doubt him so. Alright guys, I'm gonna go on a quick break. I am starving. I need to pee and get some water. I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. Please enjoy the harpsichord along with our Hall of Honored Patrons, and I'll be back as soon as I can.